Money in crypto is often concentrated at the very top, with Bitcoin taking up about 50 to 60% of all liquidity, and then the next 10 to 12 alts taking up the next 80%. But there is a lot of money to still be made up there. If you can just go from 12th in ranking up to 5, you are talking about a 20x on the money. And Sui is an ecosystem that is developing very rapidly, and I believe can challenge Avalanche and Solana in their respects. Avalanche is known as a gaming blockchain, and Sui is actually targeting that with over 300,000 transactions per second. And with that speed comes direct competition for Solana. Solana gets a bad rap, a lot of jeets there, and a lot of rug pulls. But the ecosystem is growing on Sui. But I want to look at the on-chain data. How is the total value locked on all of these chains representing compared to the overall price of the project? I think we will find out that Sui is actually at a bargain compared to Solana and especially Avalanche. I want to compare all of these chains and also go through the Sui ecosystem and what they have to offer, guys. It's going to be a great video. We're going to get into everything Sui and more. But right here, starting off on Sui's website, you can see why this challenges Solana just right off the bat. Scalable infrastructure that's fast, secure, and affordable. And when you start looking at the transactions per second, 300,000, and they've since upped this to about 400,000. And when you look at this, this is a good visual right here comparing Sui to Solana and then Avalanche. And you already know Ethereum will be down in the dirt. And the fees are also represented. Sui's fees are about 2 cents in very crunch time, where Solana is a little bit more than that, Avalanche a little bit more than that, and Ethereum 1,000 times more than that. But time to finality is extremely important. 400 millisecond average, and this is where it comes through in this sector right here, gaming. We all know how quick video games move nowadays, and imagine integrating blockchain transactions and being able to confirm all of that on chain within a game. It has to have a lot of transactions and be able to get them to finality extremely quick. That means from the time it starts to the time it's solidified and written off as done is extremely fast. So it's no wonder that we are seeing articles like this on Medium. Why is Sui better than Solana? And there's an argument right here for that. And then if you go over to Binance Square, Sui's bullish trend puts Avalanche on notice. What is ahead? And so now I want to compare just the raw market cap of these projects and see how far Sui is behind it. But I don't like to look at it as Sui is underperforming. I like to look at it as Sui has so much room to gain. Even though it's a very big crypto, this is not going to be a 1000x, but could it be a pretty conservative 10 to 15, 20x for the money? And when we go over and look, Solana is up here with a market cap of over $100 billion, sitting at 113 billion in market cap today. When we take a look at Avalanche, it's sitting at 21.5 billion, and Sui is all the way down here at 18th, sitting at 12.5 billion. So Sui, just these 7 spots right here, Sui is approximately half the size of Avalanche and a 10th of the size of Solana. So we can see right there a 10x just to get to where Solana is today, and a 2x to get to where Avalanche is at today. But we all know that we expect the crypto market cap to continue to grow. It's at 3.5 trillion right now. We're expecting 8 to 12 trillion. So let's just settle the news. Call it 10 trillion. That's a 3x away from today. So there's a few ways to gauge these prices. One is saying that Sui's not going to gain any more dominance. It's just going to grow with the market. That's approximately a 3x. Another way to look at it, and the way that I am thinking Sui will act, is it's going to gain market share. I believe it's going to pass up Avalanche and potentially challenge Solana. But let's go to the on-chain data. Often total value locked and other metrics such as volume actually precede the overall price and market cap growth. So that's what I want to go over to DeFi Llama and take a look at. Right here on DeFi Llama, we can see Sui has a total value locked of 1.66 billion. And right here, I've got total value locked in blue, and the pink or magenta is Sui volume. And we can see that they are both growing at a staggering rate, about a 2x from just the beginning of November, end of October, sitting at almost $6 billion. That is crazy amounts of volume coming in. Sui, this last day right here, $6 billion. This is moving extremely quick. And remember, when we go to coin market cap, Sui is half the size of Avalanche. So when we go over and look at Avalanche total value locked has dropped drastically. It's at 1.62 billion, which is barely even creeping up right now. Yet when we go here, it is worth twice as much as Sui. So is Sui going to take the gaming industry? Is Avalanche done for? And is Sui, with its fast transactions, over 300,000 transactions per second, less than half a second to finality, is it going to take over Avalanche? And that's what I want to continue to look at. If we open up the volume right here, we can also see the volume is nowhere near what Sui provides right now. 300, 400 million on a good day. When we go to Sui, we are talking about $6 billion. That right there tells me that either Avalanche is overvalued or Sui is way undervalued. But I want to take a look and see, is Sui just undervalued or is Avalanche extremely overvalued? Because right now, Sui definitely looks like the best bang for your buck when it comes to a gaming project. But now I want to use that speed. Let's get that 300 transactions per second and that less than half a second to finality to use. We know that Solana came out last cycle and did 100x and made a lot of people a lot of money based off the premise of speed. And then it became the meme coin degen place, guys, where you could swap for pennies on the dollar and have a lot of fun. So how does Sui rank towards Solana? When we take a look at Solana is at a staggering 9.5 billion TVL. And when we take a look at the volume on Solana, the volume is currently around $4 to $5 to $6 billion depending on the day. So how am I taking this? The total value locked for Solana is a lot higher, about 6 times as high as it is of that for Sui. Yet, the volume is going up on Sui when Solana, the volume is kind of going down right here. So what does that tell me in all of this? My assumption is that Sui is extremely undervalued and Sui is going to continue to take market share. This money is not coming out of thin air, guys. This money that is coming out of Avalanche and coming out of Solana potentially is rolling into Sui. So it looks like to me that the price has not kept up, that Sui is still completely undervalued, even though it has had a tremendous run this year. If we just go back over the year, we could see from August, it is up from 50 cents to over $4. That's a 9x for something that has a market cap of 12.5 billion on CoinMarketCap. That is a lot, and they are going to continue to target the masses right here, especially with gaming. See, they've got NFT projects, decentralized social interactions, enabling faster and more secure financing, transforming gaming experiences. This is where I honestly think Avalanche will be no more. We will see Avalanche sitting outside of the top 50 at the end of this cycle. So Sui Network is expanding and Sui is getting available to more and more people. If we go to this blog on Sui's website, we can see that Phantom Wallet has integrated Sui. Phantom is one of the leading hot wallets in the world. It's where all the Solana people are at, and that's where they're jeeting those meme coins at all the time. So the fact that Sui is going over to Phantom Wallet, I believe we're going to see a lot more liquidity, especially retail liquidity, flowing out of Solana and going over to Sui. And I do believe that we are going to see a lot of liquidity flow into Sui and out of Solana. It wouldn't doubt it to me if these are both about equal at the end of this cycle in total value locked. And so I believe that the price can do a lot more just for Sui to get to where Avalanche is now. That would be a $25 billion market cap or about an $8.50 Sui. And they have an expanding ecosystem that I really like. And this is CryptoRank.com. But one of these is Navi Protocol. And this is something else that I think we're going to see a lot of liquidity flow into, is things represented in the DeFi sector of Sui. This is sitting at a market cap of $53 million with a fully diluted value of only $167. So you can see that just since the IO of this, 5.57x on this just since October. So that's a very good return on investment. And of course, there is meme coins, and these are having a very impressive amount of market cap. If you look at this Soothing Hippo, that's 165 million in market cap. If you look at this Lofi, that's a 38 million in market cap. So There is no doubt in my mind that the arguments that we see here on Median about is Sui better than Solana and this Binance Square article that is Sui better than Avalanche, these are completely valid. And I think there's a lot of money to still make playing in the top 20 of overall cryptocurrencies, and it's arguably even safer. Now, don't get me wrong. Cryptocurrency is extremely risky, and none of this is ever financial advice. And you should never just listen to some YouTuber and then go ape into something. But the fact that if you believe that cryptocurrency is going to keep going up, that Bitcoin's not done, and that this is going to be an amazing altcoin season, then to think that Sui will take liquidity away from the other projects in the top 10, I do not think is a far cry at all. And there's also more there that they could take. Right now, we are seeing the old man coins, Cardano, pumping, those kinds, Stellar, Hedera, XRP. I do not think these runs are going to last forever with XRP going from 50 cents to $3 in just the matter of a month. I do not think so. I believe people are going to be looking at new tech, things that are innovating, things that are going to change the way the world is, guys. This is blockchain technology. We are changing the world here, and we are so flipping early. Less code, most secure. I am so excited to see what Sui does. But guys, let me know, do you think Sui could pass up Solana? And if not, do you think it's going to pass up Avalanche and at least take over the gaming crypto coin sector? Guys, watch this video up above. And if you're not a part of the Free Minute Finance family, what are we doing, guys? Subscribe. I honestly love you all. I'm so thankful